Holy frickin' smokes. 10K subscribers on the frickin' YouTube channel, man. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wowie. We are cruising. We are cruising, guys. Welcome into the live stream. Happy Saturday morning. Oh, welcome into the live stream, Mr. Caesar, Mr. Fun Gear. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. 10K subscriber celebration. Holy crap. I can't believe we hit 10K subs on YouTube. I can't believe it. One of the hardest platforms to grow on. And we've done it in record time, guys. We've done it in record friggin' time. My hair is a little bit greasy today, a little bit messy. Don't mind. Don't mind my cut. Turbo, how we doing? Fun Gear, how we doing? Kamika, how we doing? Montana, welcome in. Anthony, how we doing? Matthew, welcome in. Nathaniel, welcome in. Let's keep growing, baby. Let's keep the growth moving, baby. Let's keep the growth moving, my boys and girls. We are steamrolling the competition. Let me put that. We're live now on YouTube. 10K subscribers and some giveaways. Let's go. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Let them know, chat. Let them know. You gotta let them know, chat. Let them know. How we doing this morning, guys? Morning from Costa Rica. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's keep it growing, man. Can you answer my question in the trading chat about one of your trade recaps? Would be interesting to see why it was the case. Maybe, brother. Maybe I'll answer your question. But for now, we're going to let the stream start to fill up here. We're going to send me your location. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's freaking go, chat. Holy crap, we did it. We did it, chat. We did it. We did it together, right? We did it together. The best stream in the country. Presented by Tostiatos, the chip company. Best Discord on the planet, baby. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Porsche giveaway. Porsche giveaway. Yeah, you wish, brother. You wish. I wish too. Honestly. Honestly. All right, guys, talk to me, man. Talk to me. How did your week of trading go? How do we perform this week? Now, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Tough week for a lot of people. Tough week for a lot of people. So how did you guys perform? All right, I want to get into some Q&A. I want to get into some performance issues. I know a lot of people struggled this week. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people struggled this week. This was a very tough week to navigate the markets. After the first week of September was really, really easy, the second week became difficult. All right, so we got some blown multiple accounts, blue accounts. Monday, Tuesday, hit bangers. Rest of the week, not so well. One trade all week. Green on the week, though. That's beautiful, Mr. Llama. KWT made it look green. Let's go, KWTs. Always making it look green in that PM session, man. 3 for 3, no trades yesterday. Esteban, congrats, bro. Solid week, brother. My performance issue was having my stop loss too close to my entry and getting closed out before the trade worked out. Ooh. Listen, that's a really, really good question, and that's a great way to start today's learning lesson, I think. A lot of you guys have incorrect stop loss placements. So I think we can start right there. I think we can start right there, because in the futures environment, in trading minis and micros, you need to have an adjustable slider depending on the stop loss, right? You can't just enter into a trade with the same size if the stop loss is bigger than what it normally would be, right? You have to downsize and give the trade room to breathe. Now, we'll go over a couple trades from the week. There wasn't much for me. I took 2 trades the entire week. We took 1 loser and 1 winner, putting us plus 30 points on the week. It was a slow week, and I'm happy to be out of the week green, right? But we'll talk about something on Friday that I was watching that we didn't take. We'll talk about the trades that we took, the trades that we lost, and we'll talk about stop loss placement. I think that's a really good place to start. So let's get on into it. TurboTax, presented by Tostiatos, the chip company. Now, that being said, okay, we were watching. Now, if you guys want to follow along here, we are sitting on, we're Friday's price action, right? We're at 9:30. Here's the 9:30 bell right here, okay? If you're in my premium group, you watched this trade play out and didn't take the trade. The reason being is it was a C-graded trade. It was delivering out of nowhere. It didn't sweep any type of liquidity points, okay? So it's a lower graded trade for me. Now, okay, if we're looking at this trade, you're wondering where on earth are we taking our draws of liquidity into? And I talked about this on the live stream, okay? This is what the trade would have looked like if you did take the trade, right? It's just a straight up continuation model towards ATH. The market comes down into an old inverse, taps it. I believe it was a 15-minute inverse here. Okay, we inverse, we come back in, tap it, and then we go. Now, if we're looking at this area here, and I'm looking for some kind of trade model, I am not delivering really out of anywhere that I would be interested in trading. Like, I wouldn't even drag this over. It's too old of an inverse for me to even care about. The market comes down into no man's land, I call it. Okay, puts in a London low and then delivers an all-time high. Super just not the way we trade. It's like, whatever. We have to let this trade play out and let this trade run. Now, would I have been interested in this trade if we came up to New York PM high, right? If we came up to New York PM high and came down to London low, V-shaped, and then made a move up to ATH. Would I have been interested in this trade then, chat? Would I have been interested in this trade? Mm-hmm. Yes, right? Like, very obvious. Right? So we would look for, I just want to call somebody out in the chat. I love people like this. Paul Emil Galat, ICT, I can't trade. How about you can't learn ICT? How about that, Paul? How about that your incompetence and your lack of hate in a model that is proven to work has blinded you to the fact that it does work? How about the fact that in front of 1,000 people daily, I've gone on a 17-win streak with ICT principles? How about that? Explain to me that. Okay? Explain to me. Thank you. Now, New York PM high gets swept, and if the London low got swept, I would probably be a buyer here. I would probably be interested in this price action, but we just don't get that. We don't get that. Market sweeps external lows, delivers from midnight opening price, and goes ATH, right? Not really interested in this trade setup. We let this one go. I did say that this is probably an opportunity for an inverse trade right here while we were trading this thing live. And you could run stops pretty tight at 23 points. Now, the issue, great learning lesson for people that are like, where do you draw into here? Like, where's our draw? Well, literally, we have one draw. It's ATH. and ATH is right here, right? So this doesn't make any sense. This is a negative R trade. The only way that I'm going to be able to find a draw in this scenario is running standard deviations. And in my experience, it's a little bit difficult to want to just run standard deviations and not have a clean draw on liquidity. Now you can see here the standard deviations do get tagged. One standard deviation here, and I believe 2 standard does get ran. But just something I'm willing to watch and let play out without me. Not an A+ model for me by any means. See how choppy this was too? I do not want to be in this delivery the entire day on a Friday. I'm so glad I didn't take the trade. Just a slow burner. And it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're still in this trade from 10:30 in the morning, you know, trying to get a full delivery, and it just chop suey, and I'm not interested, right? So I am not a big fan of taking a trade unless there's a clean draw. And ATH was the draw, but it was a negative R draw. C graded setup. We fade the idea, right? Fade the idea. Okay. All right, Paul. Have a great life, brother. We're gonna get you out of this server now, and you can continue to trade your breakout strategy and be a losing trader. So how do we get this guy out of here? Okay. Let's get him out of the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Bada bing, bada boom. Good luck with your breakout strategies. Okay. So he's out of here now, and now we can focus. Have a great day. Has a good name, honestly. Kid's name's Paul, but guy just is a losing trader. I mean, it's pretty obvious. If you have to come into somebody's stream and bash a strategy, you're likely a losing trader. It's the harsh reality of things these days. Not once in my trading career did I enter into somebody's stream and just start bashing that individual. I actually tried to learn what the person was doing. We're in a failed society, so it doesn't surprise me. So, here we go. This was, now if you guys want to follow along, it's Thursday, September 11th. Obviously a very somber day on what had happened the day before, and then it's 9/11, and it's like, wow. I remember going into this trading session with a little bit of mental exhaustion, right? And when you're trading, mental exhaustion is just natural, man. Like we are all gonna be at some point in our trading career a little exhausted, right? Whether it's, you know, outside factors, whether it's your trading that's exhausting you, you know, you're gonna feel that, right? And when I talk about mental capacity, right, and your mental capital, I'm serious about this stuff. Like, this is why my trading goes from 9:30 in the morning right here, and it ends right here. This is the capacity I'm willing to give the market. It's right here in that box. Okay. And there's going to be days where your mental capacity is, you know, is tired, right? So I'm going into the session. I'm a little mentally exhausted from the week. You know, we've got some outside factors playing a little bit of, you know, a role. And I'm looking for something really clean, right? I need something clean. And we end up getting something clean. And I want to break this one down because this was a really solid idea. And it was, you have to go back to Wednesday, September 10th. Okay, I want you guys to draw out this fair value gap in time here. There's a Wednesday, September 10th, 5-minute fair value gap. I want to go back to this day, right? On this day, okay, on this day, the market is rejecting this 5-minute bearish gap, right? The sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And it's literally a strong gap. Okay, price cannot break above this gap whatsoever. And if we replay price, you can see here that price tests this area multiple times. So you see we have failure here, failure. Market's starting to steady climb up again. Okay, we're in the overnight session, 3 a.m. in the morning, and 5 a.m. now. We're in pre-market AM, and we're coming up, we're coming up, we're coming up, we're coming up. And then we get this. Okay. And this is what we call a 3-drive pattern right here. Okay. This is 1 drive, 2 drives, 3rd drive. It's a 3-drive bullish pattern. I like to trade it after certain things confirm, right? We don't ever get stuck in 8:30 manipulation, guys. This is a data wick high and data wick low. As you can see, I have it marked out here. Market manipulates on the 8:30 news, comes into an old fair value gap, bounces, V-shapes, then 3-drive pattern, right? Now, if you don't have this 5-minute gap drawn out from September 10th, then you're going to miss this idea. You're going to completely miss it. It's not going to make any sense. Okay. So we get a 3-drive pattern and we get a inverse fair value gap. This closes and confirms our finally inversing this 5-minute gap that was being held from September 10th. So we flip it, right? Watch what happens here. Watch what happens. Market drives up. Let me delete all this stuff really quick so we can just clean this up for you guys. Market drives up, creates the inverse, and what does it do here? What does it do? Pulls back into the inverse, right? But at the same time, creates another 5-minute bullish gap. Okay. Are we following along? We inverse an old 5-minute gap that we failed to flip from the day before, confirming that this now could be used as a support level, right? So we 3-drive pattern, we inverse, we come back into this inverse now, tap it, right? And then we get a really clean model right out of here, right? This is when we take a change in the state of delivery trade here. This is just a CISD / inverse. We take a long right here, we run a stop like this, and we target data wick highs. And you're probably wondering, well, what the heck is a data wick high, Paul? Why are we targeting a data wick high here? I'm going to show you why. Let me draw this line first, because this is where we would break even at, and then data wick high. So guys, if you don't know what data wick highs are, because I know this was like a pretty common question in my my DMs this week. Why are you using data wick highs as draws? Okay, so that's a great question, and we're going to get on into it today. So if we follow this black line all the way over, let's go on a trip. It's going to bring us to right here, September 10th, 8:30 data wick highs. Okay. Why is a data wick high and or low a draw on liquidity, chat? Why is it a draw on liquidity? And you can see here how this is the data wick low now. And what happened at the data wick low, chat? Right? Remember, old information to your left needs to be used in the current trading session you're in. Right? You can't just forget about it. This is still valid in your trading, in your day trading, and in your session. Okay? So, the market puts in data wick highs and data wick lows. Data wick lows are now being swept here, though. So this is now an irrelevant draw. This already got taken. These orders are picked up. What is the open draw now? Still in the market. It's the data wick high. Come back over on the 5-minute and find out where that data wick high is. Well, here it is. Data wick high. Boom. Old opened data wick high. So now you guys see how we're building a lot of stuff into this. It's not just like, here's a 5-minute 3-drive and I'm taking a blind trade. You see how we have guidance? If you don't have guidance in your trading, you are trading blind. You're not really understanding what true day trading looks like. Thank you so much for the congrats on 10K, man. I really appreciate it. Crazy how we hit 10K. Thank you guys again. So old fair value gaps are always still valid. You've asked the question 6 times, brother. 6 times. Old fair value gaps are not always still valid. Okay? Not always. There's certain things that need to be, certain factors. Okay? Certain factors. Now, Why is this an important zone? Well, it's holding price down below 24,000. You guys want to understand something about psychological levels? 24,000 rests right here. There is a psychological level that the markets love to draw to. It's usually flat numbers. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, etc. The market is hovering below 24,000 flat. Okay. So this 5-minute fair value gap holds a ton of weight, because if it breaks above this 5, the 24,000 mark is going to get pierced and we're going to go higher. Okay. So very strong 5-minute gap. We inverse it, we retest it. And what do we really do here, chat? Let's start to build more context. What are we actually doing here? We're breaking above 24,000 and now we're building support here to go higher, right? This inverse is now support. We've now confirmed the breakout. We put in a 5-minute fair value gap. Okay. Now we're getting a lower time frame model, which is the change in the state of delivery. We're executing the trade here. Stops are below the 5-minute gap, targeting data wick high, the old data wick high that the market has yet to draw into. Okay. If you guys are not paying attention to this segment right here, you do not want to be a profitable trader, because this is literally some of the easiest style of trading that you could deploy in your own trading. If you're not taking notes, if you're not journaling it, if you're not back testing it, you truly do not want to be profitable. This is stuff that I wish I would have learned 10 years ago. Okay. So here we go. This is really not that complicated. 5-minute inverse, retest it, holds consequent encroachment, 1-minute change in the state of delivery. We're going to go break even at that blue line. Okay. There's the delivery. There's full TP. Very, very clean trade, right? And we have so much confluence built into it. This is an A-graded trade that we took inside the premium Discord for a 54-point winner. Woo, that was a lot, man. That was a lot of sauce, dude. The sauce that we put out here on the channel. Can I get 100 likes for the sauce, please? 224 listeners and 66 likes. Honestly, we can do better than that, guys. We can do better. And we got some giveaways today, man. Where's the energy? Where's the energy? Where is the energy, bro? Where is the energy, bro? Dropping the sauciest of sauce. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Let's friggin' get it. Let's go. There's my chat. There's my energy. Thank you for the 100 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When doesn't he drop sauce, man? I'm taking the time on my Saturday to come back to my family and give them as much as I possibly can, bro. Because that is what I wish I would have had in the beginning of my career, right? I wish. And that's exactly what our Discord, that's exactly what our Discord is, man. We are cutting the learning curve in half. We're cutting the learning curve in half. We're taking people from being unprofitable beginner traders and we're cutting the learning curve in half into being profitable traders pretty quickly. Just this week, one of our members did $38,000, chat, and became a profitable trader. I mean, it was honestly such a great story. We were live streaming and Lobo's out of nowhere, never seen the guy in the server. I'll be honest with you. There's so many people in the server. I don't know everybody. I don't know who I'm affecting and who I'm touching and who I'm, who's listening to me. But Lobos comes out of nowhere and he's like, listen, man, I saw you on a TikTok video a couple months back in March. You spoke to me. Something stuck with him. I forget what it was exactly. He went from being an inconsistent trader to then getting a $38,000 payout from Apex, which now makes him a profitable trader. And it's just, like, I know there's a lot of people in here that don't even speak up, that make money, but hearing it, it really motivates the group because you can do it. Anybody could do it, right? Anybody could do it with the right amount of mindset, discipline, back testing, and learning. I mean, really, $38,000. Where are you getting that in your current 9-to-5 in 1 month or less? So it's just a blessing to see the people that are coming into the Discord and the community that we built, and watching people just extremely, you know, just grow. It's just crazy. So with that being said, man, let's see if we could do a little bit of a giveaway here. I think I've used this tool before. Let's see if we can do a little bit of we'll do a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a giveaway here. I don't know how I do it. Wheel of Fortune. Where did I do the, you really can spin the wheel with a custom command. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So chat, all you have to do in the chat right now, all you have to do is type exclamation giveaway. Type exclamation giveaway in the chat. All you have to do. Type exclamation giveaway in the chat. Oh. Okay. You only have to do it once, by the way. You just got to do it once. The bot will pick up your entry and then we'll do it. We'll spin it. We'll spin it. Who else does it like PJ Trades, guys? Giving away free accounts on a Saturday to set you guys up. And we're trying to set people up to make some money. To make some freaking money, man. Let's go. Type it once, guys. Type it once. Type it once. Type it once. You only need to do it one time. You'll be entered into the giveaway. We'll run the giveaway in a couple minutes here. We'll run the giveaway in just a couple minutes here. So A-graded trade, right? A-graded trade. Now let's go into our losing trade of the week. Let's go into that trade that we took on the 9th real quick. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go through this losing trade here, chat, and then we're gonna go. We'll go back to the giveaway and we'll get it popping, all right? We'll see who won. We'll see who won something here. Okay, so we took this trade at 11:15. 11:15. Okay, so we're gonna break down this losing trade. We're gonna break it down. Leroy Brown. Okay. So. All right. Okay. I remember this trade very, very, very vividly because I really liked the market coming down into this 4-hour unmitigated gap, right? We're looking at a draw of the 4-hour unmitigated gap here. That's going to be my draw on liquidity for this session. Okay. What I am looking at in this example, okay, let's see, is a continuation short into the 4-hour gap. Now, if you remember anything from the last video I just put out yesterday, one of my favorite videos that we've produced, we put it out yesterday. If you remember, I do not like to classify a sweep like this. This to me is not a full sweep. I like to see a candle close below, right? So this for me is not enough of a sweep. I've seen this 9 out of 10 times not be a true sweep, and you do dig deeper into then the lower draw. Okay. So on this day, we're looking for a continuation short. If we inverse this gap now to the downside to draw into the unmitigated 4-hour BPR, so that's 4-hour gap. Okay. I'm looking for this market to go down into here, then V-shape and look for a long. So I am doing a little bit of a counter trend trade today, But the opening range gives me the guidance. Okay, gives me the guidance. So honestly, 9 out of 10 times, chat, I've taken this trade before and it's worked beautifully. Okay, look at this. 5-minute bearish fair value gap gets put in here. We're holding beautifully. Okay, we're respecting bearish order flow. Really nice candle rejections. Okay, we're delivering out of a gap up into here. I forget what gap this was. This might not be the gap I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, no, we did. Let me see the 1 hour. Okay, no, there was nothing there. So we're holding a 5-minute bearish gap, and I'm looking for continuation into this low. Okay. Now, what I need to happen here, right? What we need to happen to take this trade to confirm that I'm looking for shorts is a 1-minute inverse, right? Very simple stuff. This is my continuation model I teach on the channel. And I would take this trade 9 out of 10 times and be fine with it because it's printed 9 out. It'll print. Like over time, this trade model will make you money. So at this point, continuation model's in play here. I'm looking for this to go inverse, taken to the low. We get an inverse. Boom. I take a short. Right? Stops are 26 points right here. Okay. Targeting the bottom range of the 4-hour gap. Boom. Literally, boom. Boom. Trade gets stopped out immediately. Doesn't work. Done. 26 points on the day. 0-1. That was the only losing trade of the week. You know, I would take this trade 9 out of 10 times. Literally 9 out of 10. Okay, I literally took the trade the week before and it made 100-something points. So this one doesn't work out. And this is part of trading. This is literally real trading. This is exactly what it looks like, guys. Okay. You're going to take losses. Your models are going to lose. No model is going to be 100% accurate. It's then how you bounce back, right? It's how your mental capacity withstands a punch. 26 points, dude, in the grand scheme of things, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, right? And the thing about trading is you have to execute your models when you see them. Because if you don't, you're not going to allow your edge to play out over time. So this day, we get stopped out for 26 points. We don't get the continuation. The market goes back inside of the range. And I believe later in the session, this does actually go back to where I was looking for it to go. Let me see. I don't remember exactly here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it actually ended up ever going to 4-hour gap. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so 4-hour gap is open. So if you guys have this 4-hour gap on your chart, this might be an open, unmitigated gap that we need to draw into. This never got filled, right, chat? Actually, now that I'm sitting here looking at this, oh no, it did. It did. No, it didn't. All right, well, remember this gap here. Remember this gap. This gap is open still and we have not taken it. Just so everyone knows, this is probably a good gap to have on your charts. If the market ever wants to come back down here, this would be a gray area to look for a possible bounce if the market wants to go down, back down into here. That gap is going to get tapped. I don't know when, but it will. It will. It's a great gap to have on your charts. All right. So C-graded trade, don't take it. A-graded trade, we take it. And then again, my A-graded continuation model right here, and we take it and it doesn't work out. So that's 2 trades that I took this week, 1 for 1. And it was a slow week, man. It was a slow week. Slow week. But profit's profit, man. That is the goal, is to stay green and stay profitable and take what the market gives you. Okay. Now, this right here is the trade that we just put on YouTube. Absolutely one of my favorite trade setups the entire month. And maybe the entire quarter, actually. Because I absolutely just loved how we managed this trade. I love the way we managed this trade, man. Just what a beautiful trade. Chat, was anybody in the premium in this trade? This was a really fun trade. It was a 106-point banger. I just put it out on the YouTube. And this was just, oof. What a beauty, huh? What a beauty. You got to become a fan. You got to become a fan of the game, bro. You got to become a fan. Like, if you're not a fan, you're not gonna, like, if you're not obsessed with stuff like this doesn't excite you, it's going to be hard for you to be profitable. Like, I'm an actual fan. This is artwork for me, right? This is what art looks like for my career. This is what art looks like. So, like, you got to become a fan of the game, dude. You got to fall in love with the process. The process is going to set you free. Remember that, man. Put that on a t-shirt. The process is going to set you free. And when you fall in love with the process, the profits come after that. That is what you guys need to understand. You can't fall in love with the profits. You can't. You have to fall in love with the process, which will bring you those profits. So when I say process, this is all process-driven trading, right? We know what we're looking for. We know mechanically that we're very good traders. We have to be super disciplined, super patient in order for this stuff to play out, right? So this is where the patience comes in, guys. This is where the patience comes in. And I love talking about this specific idea in this trade model because you have to be so patient here. I know that the majority of retail traders are getting absolutely diced right here. Diced. Oh my God, the market broke out long. Oh my God, I'm an opening range breakout trader. I'm long. Oh my God, I got stopped. Oh my God, I'm gonna take a short right here. Like right here. This is a short opportunity right now. I have to short this right now. Stopped out. Manipulated. This is when retail is getting diced. Now, the key to the puzzle, the key to the reason why you guys are getting diced is because we are sitting in between three major draws on liquidity with no clear breakout, no clear sweep, right? No clear sweep. We either need to take Asia or we need to take London low and Asia low, right? In this range here, if you're trading this chop, this tip here today on Saturday, 9:13 at 11:50 in the morning should save you a lot of money. Okay? All you would need to do is pull up your ICT kill zone indicator, right? Copy the settings on this screen. Okay? Put it on your chart and mark out where the liquidity is resting. We have an Asia high, a London low, and an Asia low. A free indicator is going to save you hundreds, if not thousands, probably thousands of dollars. You will not be trading this range, right? Just by having that. You're going to be patient and you're going to wait for the market to sweep some sort of liquidity point here. Now, here's where this trade gets very interesting. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Now, if you watch my YouTube video, we end up taking a long position here that we end up taking a quick 1 point stop out on because I don't like what I'm seeing from the Asia low. Okay, remember what I said. I usually like to see a body candle closure below a low and then some type of V-shaped structure. Now, in this specific example, this looks very clean. Ready? Watch how clean this looks. If you didn't see this candle in real time, what are you guys thinking here? Be honest with me. Don't try to be like Mr. Smart Guy. If you're seeing this, what are you seeing for the first time here? What are you seeing? Don't try to be a hero. Read what this market's telling you here. You're probably looking long, right? You're looking long. And on top of that, you have an SMT with ES, and you're probably like, ooh, this looks good. Hey, 10 years in the business. I did the same exact thing. 10 years in the business. Slammed along right here. Ran a 20-something point stop, but it was 20-point stop. Targets here, Asia high. I love the risk to reward here, bro. I love it. Get me into this trade cheap and run this thing to the moon. Okay? Timeout. Timeout. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Watch this. 30-second time frame now. All right, now I'm flipping time frames. Now we're in the trade. I'm flipping. This looks really good, right? Really good. I'm up 24 points in literally 4 minutes. Looks really good. Okay? Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I'm not liking this. I definitely do not like that. That's a 30-second inverse. And, ooh. Ooh, this looks really bad. This looks really bad. Looks really bad. 30-second inverse to the downside. Okay. 2-minute fails to flip. We take a literal 1-point cut in real time in front of 1,000 people. I'm like, nope, something's wrong here. We're going to sweep one more time. We take a 1-point cut. Type 1 if you were in the chat that day. Type 1 if you were in the chat that day. I know a lot of you guys were. Okay. So we take the 1-point cut, right? We take the 1-point cut, and I'm like, in real time, chat, London low got swept. Asia low now is what I'm drawn to. Like Asia low. Here's the Asia low. Boom. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now I'm getting very interested. Now listen, guys, nothing in this trade idea has changed. This is when people, oh my God, this is such a good learning lesson. Listen up. So many people have an issue flipping biases because of stop loss. They can't compute in their brain that the bias is still correct, but the entry was just wrong. Okay? So what is a new trader going to do already here? What are they going to do here now? What are they going to do here? Oh my God, I'm flipping my bias to shorts. I'm flipping my bias down to shorts now. I'm taking this breakout short here. I'm going to short this now because I was wrong here. So the market has to be going short. Stopped out. Stopped out, right? Now here's what we did. We're not flipping biases. Why? Why am I not flipping biases? Why would I flip biases here? Why? Why on earth would I do such a thing? Why would I do such a thing, right? I'm bullish. The market's bullish, right? We just swept an Asia low finally. We're delivering out of a 1-hour fair value gap down into here. Okay. Market's delivering from internal liquidity to external liquidity. Internal, external. This is beautiful. I'm not switching my bias. If I'm going to short, I know that I'm an idiot and I'm shorting into high resistance liquidity, trying to target New York PM low, London low, Asia low, asking for the market to flip a 1-hour FVG to the downside. There it is right there. You got to know this. If you're going to short this now, you're shorting into high resistance liquidity, which means you're front running a 1-hour gap. Okay. You're front running a 1-hour fair value gap to the downside. This is the reason why you need to understand fair value gaps and high resistance and low resistance liquidity. This short is never going to be fun for you if you try to take a short here. You are front running a gap. Very, very rookie move, right? So what do? Well, we get a really nice bounce out of the 1-hour FEG. We get a really nice bounce out of the 1-hour FEG. Now we have a V shape. Now we have an inverse. We are literally not flipping biases here. We don't have an inverse yet. Okay. We're going to run break even here. We're going to run scaling here. We're going to run more scaling here. And then we're going to run a full TP at the Asia high, which is unmitigated and left open for us. A nice draw on liquidity. So we let the market do its thing. Okay, there's the inverse. Confirm it. Oops. Confirm it. Come back down in, test it. Boom. Right here. Boom. Longs, 26 points. Why 26 or 27 in this example, you ask? Well, the market might want to pull back into this bullish gap here, which I got to give it a little bit of room to breathe. So we run a stop right below it. Okay, just in the event that it wants to fill this gap and then go. So I have to give it a little bit of room here. And then we are running and off to the races. Everything's done. Nothing changed. And if you watch the latest YouTube video, you'll know a lot about why guidance and fair value gaps are a big reason and how we are able to hold trades to the full TP. Okay. Here we go. All the way up to the Asia high. Pay the trader. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful trade. Beautiful reads. You got to know your fair value gaps. You got to know your bias. And you got to know that you're running hot. If we're running a trade for longs here, we're going to be in low resistance liquidity because we're in trend versus taking a counter trend trade short here, which would be high resistance liquidity in a counter trend trade market, right? I want to be with trend always. So really, 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 really just good trade, fun trade, good read. And we take it for 106 points up to the Asia highs. Bull Barber, you can only dream of this trade. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any concerns? Does anybody wanna hop on the headset and give me answer some questions? Maybe show me a trade setup. I like to do that as well during these sessions. We can get some live people on here for some Q&A. Does anybody want to do that? If you are gonna do that, just hop onto the Discord channel right now. Go into the free chat, the trading chat, and just type your name in here. And just type in who wants to come on the call, and I'll literally put you on the Discord call, and we can do a Q&A, a little Q&A session. You got to be in the Discord though, so I can get your audio and stuff. I don't think I can bring people on like just from YouTube. You got to go in the Discord. I'll hop on AM Trades. All right, let me talk to AM Trades real quick. AM, I'm gonna just DM you real quick, and then I'll call you. I think this guy's been on here before, actually. I have a DM history with him. Let me know if you're ready, AM. Calling you now. Your mic is muted. What's up, brother? I hear...
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, bro. What's going on?
I'm not sure you.
I just want to make sure I'm recording you. Could you say a couple words real quick? Make sure it's working.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I got you. Sounds good, bro. What's up, man? Have you been on the call before? I have some DM history with you.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I've been on a lot of calls with you, to be honest.
Oh, really?
But,
what's up, brother?
Just had a question for this trade here. On that first one, I know you took only at 1 point stop out, but why aren't you waiting for the 2 minute close there?
The 2 minute close.
Like the 2 minute didn't end up getting inverse, right?
2 minute close. Yeah, let me just bring back my replay bar here. All right, so you're talking about the 2 minute flip. So you know why I did that? I took it based off the fact that we had a really clean SMT on ES and NQ, so it looked really good for me to try to take this for a cheap trade. So that's why I went to take it here and only run like a 20 something point stop on it. So the RR multiplier for me was like, you know what, it makes sense to try to stab it. But then like as I'm in the middle of the trade, I think I just caught that 2 minute the 2 minute rejection, and then the 30-second went inverse and I just cut it. So I think I missed the 2 minute actually in the middle of the action. I think I saw that a little bit too late before I even got into it. I was just basing this on like, hey, this RR looks really good from the Asia low and London low being swept, but it just wasn't the correct setup just yet. The manipulation leg had to happen. So I think I just missed the 2 minute.
And then like for this, I don't know if this is a bad trade or not, but I ended up taking like both of the trades, the long. But I took a short here. Like it tapped into, there was a 3 minute too. So I was looking at the 3 minute and I was waiting for that to get inverse before I wanted to go long, which is why I never got in like on the manipulation. So it tapped into the 3 minute and I respected it really nice. And then it inversed the 30-second. So I took that down back to the lows. Would that be like a mid trade? Because like
I just explained why.
Already got swept.
Yeah, no, I just explained why that would be a mid trade, because you're literally shorting into the 1 hour bullish gap. I just don't like trading like that, because you're basically saying that, hey, this market's going to flip a 1 hour, and then like what was your draw there though? Like what would you be drawing into? Like all these?
No, my draw was just the lows though.
Oh, you're just like scalping this? Like into what?
Yeah,
into what, Asia low?
Just into the lows that it made like before.
Oh yeah. No, I just don't trade like that. That just wouldn't be something I'd be interested in taking. Is like you're like no, it's just I see what you're saying. Like you're looking for a 3 minute. Like you looked for a short here off this 3 minute rejection, right? Into what, like these lows down here at 421. I mean, this is more of like just a scalp trade, and honestly, it's if you were smart enough to know that that's going to be a manipulation back down into the lows, then I salute you. But I just don't think that's something I would be looking at. No, I wouldn't be looking at that. I'm still looking long here in this situation because we're delivering out of a 1 hour gap. You know, so I want to stay on trend to the upside.
I don't remember exactly what I was thinking that day, but I ended up. I mean, I did catch the long trade as well.
Yeah, sometimes, man, sometimes, dude, you're gonna see certain things that you know that you might work for you in the way that you want to trade, and that's why the beauty of trading is everyone has their own mind and their own models that they can use in confluence of what they see. So, I'm not gonna say that your trade's wrong by any means. It's just something that I wouldn't specifically be trading in the way I trade, but yeah, that's about it.
Trade that you went over, I think it was the first one.
Yep.
You don't have to go to it, but it was like that change in state. Like, how come you're not waiting for it's
the inverse
question, like the 1 minute inverse, because it was like right there.
On this one, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Cheap trade, I guess.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Where is it? Okay, so you're talking about this, right? You're wondering why I didn't wait for this 1 minute inverse right here, or this one, right? So, in this situation here, you're pretty much spot on. My RR is going to be a little bit worse if I wait for the top end. Like I can't run. I don't want to run 33 point stop. Change it to a 1.23. And I have a hard time believing that whenever I see a pattern like this almost is like a clean breaker, but it doesn't make a high, low, excuse me, a low, high, lower, low, higher, high here. So it's just a pattern that I've over time recognized, like, hey, if we deliver like this on a 1 minute and we're inside of a 5 minute bullish gap and we're delivering now out of this inverse gap, this is kind of more of like a field trade where if the change in the state of delivery is going to confirm that this market really now wants to draw towards data wick. So yeah, I just, again, cheap trade to take on the change in the state, run a 20 point stop and let it rip.
looked on 2 minute right here,
Hmm?
like if you looked on the 2 minute, would it even be like worth it taking it? Because the break even point would be right above it.
Yeah, no, it kind of chalks the R. Yeah, you're running like a 1.23 with a 33 point stop. So yeah, it kind of chalks the RR. In this specific situation, you don't need to be too hyper focused on on the inverse model here. You're more or less looking, because you want to know why. You're getting a higher time frame flip. You're getting a 5-minute inverse that was left behind from the 10th. Okay, so you already have that data built into this trade. So you flip that gap, and then you came back and you tested it. You closed above consequent encroachment here, and then that's when you get the lower time frame model to just take this into a continuation up to data wick highs. So a lot of this stuff is really just like discretionary. Certain factors might be a little bit different. Not everything's going to be exactly the same every trade. This one is a higher time frame flip. So you already get that confirmation, and then you get your continuation, and you're changing a state up towards this area, the data wick highs. Hello? I think we lost him. All right, guys. Yeah, let's bring somebody else on. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, honestly, dude, this is one of those things that really comes with experience trading. Like, I am remembering what the day before's price action is going to be, and we're seeing this flip, right, and pull back into this gap. This really is what I really wanted to see. Like, I needed to see this go inverse here, and then a lower time frame model change in the state of delivery is all I really need for this to be like, for me to get a continuation and an explosion towards that data wick high. Experience does come into play, guys. Like, that's not something that you gotta really, in my earlier years, I'm not seeing this stuff, right? I'm not there yet, but I'm going in my 10th year. Like, this is not like, I've seen this stuff. Like, I've seen certain things do. I've seen how price likes to deliver when data wick high is still open there. Like, there's a lot of just experience play that goes into it. Not every little piece and component's going to match exactly what we need technically. It's just experience, man. You're going to see certain factors that you learn over time. Like, hey, this is very obvious to me. PJ, one question: how to manage the psychology after a payout? Hey, man, after a payout, your psychology really should be the same way that you entered into getting the payout, right? A lot of people get super, super excited, right? And they think that the market, they're just like the best trader in the world. The overconfidence of when that happens strikes, and the overconfidence turns into them blowing the account after a payout, right? They think they can't lose. So you really got to stay level-headed, man, when you get a payout. You got to stay level-headed. I remember earlier PJ would get payouts and blow accounts too, man. This is all part of the learning process. It's all part of learning how to subdue the mental side of trading, right? Don't get overexcited. Keep yourself level-headed. Have no connection to the P&L. Become numb to the P&L. Become obsessed with the process in between. Like, numbers to me don't even like affect me anymore. It's just like, where is my trade setup? Where's my process? The numbers come, from that process is where you're going to make your profits. The large pullbacks unnerve me. Yeah, that's a big problem, man. That's a big problem. The large pullbacks unnerve me. Let me go back to our trade what we took right over here, right? This is why I want you guys to really learn how to draw out your FEGs, because if you're not drawing FEGs out, you are going to get nervous, okay? So you see how this fair value gap gets tested like almost 3 times here? Now, in this specific example, right, our stops are break even at this blue line, right? So we're risk free on the trade. Okay, right here. And as we're moving higher, to your point of getting scared on pullbacks, you got to be drawing out your key zones, right? Here's your breakout gap. The market comes back into the breakout gap and delivers higher, right? Delivers higher, comes back down into the second breakout gap and delivers higher, right? This right here is just going to give you the peace of mind. Now, example, whoever asked this question, if we have a breakout gap and we come back down and we invert this gap here, we're going to be a little bit in trouble, right? Like that's not a good sign. You want to see this hold and go, right? So having this in your trading in real time, having this guidance in real time is going to give you like a little bit of like comfort, because this is what price action trade looks like. We're filling in balances here in the market, right? Here's a buy side inefficiency, sell side imbalance. We come back in, we fill it unmitigated. We fill it, right? And then this chops around a little bit, holds above it the entire time, and continues to go. So label the important FVGs. You don't have to draw every single FVG out, but the ones that are a little bit bigger, that are breakout gaps, that are creating almost order blocks, I call them, those are the ones that you want to be keyed in on. And as you can see in this example here, we hold all of them beautifully and finally deliver the Asia high. Now I get it, man. New traders are like, oh my God, bro. Like I just lost 47 points in this trade. Listen, this trade is not invalidated here at all, right? You have to have conviction in where, like in your draws on liquidity, number one, and if the trade is invalidated or still valid. Like this is still valid for us. Like and if you're in our live trading premium group, like if you're in there, you're watching this in real time, but also having a bookmap expert, which we have in-house, that's literally in our headset yelling out certain areas. This is giving us guidance, man. Having bookmap and then also having ICT is like, in my opinion, like very, very strong. It's the reason that we have it in the first place. And like knowing like orders are being pulled down here and then they're starting to flush the market back up higher. That's all happening in real time. So, you know, the Discord really, I mean, for $100 is absolute steal. You really need to figure out how to get yourselves in there. But yeah, that's a lot of just price action trading, guys, is knowing when to hold your trades, when they're still valid and when they're invalidated. Should we target a fixed low RR or target the opposite liquidity? I'm always looking at the opposite liquidity and the draw, right? For the RR multiplier. Like I like to get in 1 to 2s minimum. I'm not a 1-to-1 trader. I like to get in 1 to 2s minimum, but I also like to get into cheap trades. Like this is cheap. This is 23 points to make 108, 107. So this is a cheap trade for me to take. And that's what I'm always really looking at. I'm looking at like anywhere between, 25, 35 point stops, maybe less, 20, 20, 30, 40. No, usually not 40, usually not that wide. But if we do have a wider stop, I mean, all we're going to do is size down, right? Like if I wanted to run this swing low as the stop, I have to adjust my size accordingly. But this is still a 1 to 3 RR, right? We're protected at the low. But for me, the reason why I wouldn't put it here is because the market shouldn't come back down here again. If this is a manipulation sweep, this should not come back down here. We're giving the market extra money to steal from us. This is why this gap right here is the only area that if we flip it to the downside, I'm in trouble. So I'm going to give it a little bit of room to breathe, right? And that's why I run like just around 20-something point stop here. But running it to this low, I'm giving the market an extra 15 points that I shouldn't be giving it, right? So here's where we put the stop. What would have to happen for it to invalidate the trade? I already mentioned that, but if this market came up into this zone here and then we inverse this 1 minute gap to the downside, we'd probably be invalidated. We probably get stopped out break even. Like we would want to see this gap fail, right? We would want to see this gap fail. This is like the change in the state of delivery gap. So like this breakout gap here, if it comes back in and inverses, like we're going to be wrong. But at this blue line, we're already break even, so it doesn't even matter. So it's risk free. Bro, PJ, I've got a question, but I'm driving right now. Can we hop on a Discord call real quick? I don't want you to be on a call while you're driving, though, brother. Don't think that's too smart of me. On eval 10 micros or 1 mini. It's literally the same thing, bro. But yeah, micros are going to give you the ability to scale in and out of positions. On evals, dude, I'm running minis. I'm attacking evals. I'm not running micros there. I'm not really scaling too much on eval. I'm usually just full TP or bust oni. Do you trade with 5 cons on a 150k account? I don't have a set amount of cons I trade with on 150k account. It's all different depending on the stop. Can you grade the continuation long on Friday at the 1150 macro? I think I already did that, man. I think I already graded. I think we already have it graded. I don't know if it was the same one you saw, but I had a C graded a continuation long that we didn't take. How can you join the premium Discord community? Really easy, man. Just go into any link in my YouTube videos that says premium VIP or whatever, and just sign up through there. And then you're gonna go through the WAP, sign up, make your payment, and then you attach your account to the Discord. The Discord will open up for you, and then you have access to the entire community. Inside the Discord, you get access to my course. You get access to my premium education videos, which I upload inside the Discord. Those are exclusive to premium. You get access to the live trading floor, the AM session with me and the PM session with our other head trader, KWT. You'll also get access to our options channel, which we newly implemented this week. You get access to our premium support channel, access to how to build your prop firm business, access to a thriving community of some of the best traders in the industry. And so much more, man. Giveaways, exclusive giveaways, all types of stuff. I honestly forget the laundry list of stuff we have because we keep adding so much stuff. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. How much money do we need to start options? I don't know, man. I put $5 grand in an account when I started my account. I mean, I think you can start with like 1,000. You start with less, but do I live trade? Of course, bro. Of course. I don't know why people ask that. Do you live trade? Like, I don't know. I guess people don't live trade in their Discords, but yeah, I live trade, man. It's literally, I'm literally a trader, so I have to trade to make money. Am I gonna be live trading on Monday? No, I don't think so. I think the schedule is pretty chalked next week, isn't it? Yeah, no. No red folder Mondays, no bueno. But next week looks really good, though. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Looks really good. I find myself having a great idea, but I will choose the wrong driver. NQ will have a choppy delivery, and ES will be full set to TB. How can I pick the better driver more often? Thursday, prime example. You got to know what you got to really stick to one indice, bro. 95% of my trades are taken on NQ. I really have not seen much of a, like, in my opinion, ES has always been the choppier indice, and sometimes it delivers better than NQ. That's just the way it is. I would just stick to one, bro, and use the other one for confluence. Sometimes I will take ES trades if I see something that's just so much better. But yeah, that's just part of trading, bro. It's part of trading. How do I partial out of trades? Man, this is like really basic stuff, guys. Like, you really should go on YouTube. I don't think I should be answering how to partial out of a trade. I mean, if you don't know how to partial out of a trade, I'm not sure why you're even trading. It's like the easiest thing. You're literally just going to be getting in, like, let's say you're in too many position here, and you'd be closing one position here. You know, like, you'd be like, we're buying 2 minis here, and then I'm going to take one contract. I'm going to sell one contract here. and keep a runner up to the last TP. But there's a million YouTube videos on that, guys. Just go on YouTube. If the setup is there, it's there. News or not, I still take it and it still works. Hey, man, I wish you the best of luck taking news trades like that, dude. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Your long-term portfolio is not going to look hot. You don't want to be in the middle of a trade during a news event. You will get liquidated at some point in time. PJ brother, it's a question about pullbacks and judging fair value gaps, but too long question. Can't type. I'm in premium. Can we call real quick? Sorry, I'm spamming this. Yeah, dude, you can call, bro. I don't know who you are in Discord though, so can't figure out your name. My second month of trading, July was amazing with a 12-week win streak. August destroyed me, and September is going kind of okay. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it me or the market? It's likely a combination of both. You know, as a trader, you can't just say that the market is the reason you suck. You have to take some self-accountability and figure out what you're doing wrong. You know, the market moves the way the market moves. Sometimes it's really easy, stealing candy from a baby. Sometimes it's super difficult. You know, it's up to you as a trader to adapt to the market conditions. So we can't just say, hey, the market sucks this week. You know, we have to take some self-accountability on what we're doing wrong. Like a no news Monday. Oh, hey man, best of luck, dude. If that's what works for you. Do I use the premium and discount areas for the FEGs? I just use the midpoint, which is consequent encroachment of the FEGs. Just like this dotted line here. So you can see like how the price is closing above these, which is a great sign. You know, you want to see the market reject above consequent encroachment of these gaps. You know, that's always a good sign that that bullish order flow is still pretty much intact. Yeah, I'm not going to explain order blocks, guys. You can go Google order blocks. It's just really what a change in the state of delivery is, basically an order block, where a lower time frame breaker is a higher time frame order block. Like they're just really easy to understand. You can go on YouTube and pretty much just say what's an order block, and it'll teach you. Like I give you one example really quickly, is like this is an order block right here. See how this is also a change in the state of delivery, but it's also an order block. So when you're delivering above a swing high like that aggressively, it's pulled back into it, and that also becomes an order block right here. So order block, change in the state of delivery, they all look pretty much similar. Don't get overly obsessed with it. I'm not trading Monday ever again. Listen, there's a reason why I don't trade Mondays with no red folders. It is usually really, really bad. There's times where it's good, and there's times where it's just awful. So I do not use Fibonacci levels, no. BPRs are just balanced price ranges, and they're two fair value gaps overlapping each other. For example, like this right here is a BPR. It's a BPR gap. It's a strong area. You see how like the market comes up to it and rejects it like twice. So in this example here, this is a strong resistance zone. So two fair value gaps overlapping each other creates the BPR gap. Oops. And then you can see the market actually like kind of rejects it twice, and then finally flips it to go up above that for BPR and go to our draw on liquidity. Can you review a continuation model? I'm not going to do that today. No, I'm going to wrap up the stream soon. If you want to watch continuation model, I have a video on YouTube called The Continuation Model. You can just watch that one. PJ, why you say Google it, then explain it? I don't know, man, honestly, because that's all I do is like a friggin' robot explain stuff to people. I'm too nice, I guess. Yep, we're gonna do the giveaway, AM. We're gonna do the giveaway, bro. PJ, how to trade all-time highs. Hey. Sign up for the premium Discord, learn how to trade all-time highs, bro. It's not something I can explain in one session. It's it's not fun. Did I hit the gym today? No, not yet, bro. Oh, let me get this guy Masoon on here, bro. We'll do a quick question. He wants to ask me. Sorry, Masoon, I can't send you a DM, bro. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to call you. You have some restrictions on your account. Hey, Jonathan, thank you so much for being a member, bro. PJ, teach me futures. That's funny. I'm interested in joining your premium, but do you have your trading statistics? No, man. I don't need to show anybody my trading statistics. You can just come watch if you want to. I have it all documented in the Discord. I share, honestly, way too much than I honestly should be sharing with the trading community. Again, at the end of the day, it's my personal business, right? It's the way I run my trading career for the last 10 years. If you want to come look at the way that I chart my trade reviews or watch my live streams or whatever, or see the amount of people making money, you can figure it out for yourself. What made me go all in on my trading? I just never gave up, man. I just never gave up on my trading. I think my trading was improving. I was seeing some improvements. I started to get some good payouts. So I'm like, you know what? I might be able to make this work long term. And I just never gave up, dude. I had a good support system. I had people that, you know, trusted me in my inner circle. And yeah, man, I just kept going with it, man. Kept getting better, kept improving, kept journaling, kept working, kept getting more chart hours showing up. And the more I did that, the more money I made. And you know, it's not an overnight success, but you know, it's work, dude. It's work, and I just never gave up. Yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out for the alpha futures. We're gonna try to figure out if we can get some discounts for them. PJ, should I stick to one model? I have a hard time trading right now because of multiple models. Yeah, Ibrahim, man, you are wasting so much time, bro. You're wasting so much time. By doing what you're doing, you're probably never gonna actually see your edge play out because of multiple different models. Like, stick to one model first and master it and start to see the edge play out. And if you want to, you can add another one. You know, I have 4 different models I trade, but this is not my 4th week of trading. Like, I have multiple different models that all are very similar. So they kind of go in, you know, they go and flow with each other. But in the beginning, man, focus on one. You fixed the privacy setting? Okay, let me see. No, it's not working, man. Same thing. Settings are chalked. If you want to jump in the premium voice channel real quick, Masoon. I'll jump in there. You can jump in there. I'm in the premium voice right now. Jump in premium voice. I'm in there. What about the monitor and PC giveaway? Bro, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Yo, what's up, man? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so remember when I called that kid that was supposed to win the PC giveaway, the monitor and stuff? I called him and he never answered. And I said I'd give him the 5 o'clock. I forgot to tell you guys, he never called me back. So we have another person I have to call. And we're waiting. I'm actually waiting for Steph to film the whole thing. So if he doesn't pick up, we're just gonna re-roll it again. So actually, this is crazy because I made one phone call. A dude did not call me back. Like, I can't believe he didn't call me back. And then I have to call the next person. So we're still waiting. All right, hold on. Let me get this guy going here. Yo, Masoon, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yep, you're all good. Go ahead. What's going on?
All right. So I've been having this issue. Okay, first of all, you're the man, bro. A ton of people, they say thank you and all that, but just wanted to come up here and say thanks. Like, you've changed my life. I've joined the premium, like, I don't know, like a month and a half ago. Got my first payout on my funded futures. It totally changes your psychology. Anybody who's listening and they, don't know if they want to take the leap or take the chance to go into the premium, just friggin' do it, dude. Like, it'll change your life. Anyways.
Hey, congrats by the way on the payout and everything, man. Glad to have you on the team.
Appreciate that, brother. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I know you got shit to do, but question for you. I've had issues, when there's a manipulation leg or a Judas swing or whatever, and you're looking for a continuation model.
Mm-hmm.
How far do you let the pullback into the leg go? Because there could be 2 gaps, 3 gaps. Obviously, the first presented is the most important,
Mm-hmm.
but if you see that first gap at the way top of the swing, if you see it inverse, and then the next one inverses, and you wait for that first presented, like, how do you know how long to wait before you enter for the continuation? You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to understand really the question. So are you having an issue with? Are you watching this? Are you watching what I'm about to show you on the stream right now, or no?
No, I'm not. I can picture it though if you want to just.
Okay, well, I don't know if you remember this specific trade, but
I probably do.
We took a continuation model on Tuesday, September 2nd at 11 o'clock in the morning. And in this specific model, right, the market was delivering so the market broke out lower, like aggressively lower, right? And the market's trending lower. And we didn't get into any type of trades until the market did what I call a dead cat bounce. It pulled back.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Yeah, so the market pulls back into a 15-minute first presented here. And then we get a 5-minute inverse and a 15-minute inverse. So we're not guessing where it's going to reverse from here. We're getting almost triple confirmation now that the market's ready to continue lower. So with your question that you're asking me, like, where am I? Like, I'm getting confused here. You really need to let the market show your hand on the continuation model. Like, are we actually to continue? And in this,
can I try and rephrase?
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's say you're at 24K even, right, or whatever, and there's a high at 24,100 or something. Let's say the market pulls up to 24,100 and it starts to reverse back into the range, back to EQ probably, right?
In the middle of the range.
In the middle of the range, yeah. So in the market returning to EQ, call it 24,050. It passed and it inversed like 3 gaps, right?
To the downside now we're saying?
To the downside, right.
Okay.
But then it hits like a 5-minute second presented fair value gap and it continues from there.
And it continues higher.
And it continues higher, correct. So
okay, I can answer your question. I can already answer your question. What is your draw on liquidity?
Call it Asia high at 24,100. I'm just using any arbitrary.
Okay. So you're bouncing out of a 5-minute gap now, and you're bouncing. The next thing you're going to be looking for is now an inverse to the upside of some sort on the lower time frame to confirm that bounce out of that gap and then target the Asia high.
Right. Yeah, I guess, yeah, and I mean, if it runs without me, then it runs without me. But yeah, I guess that's it. It's just I just have so many issues like waiting for or yeah, like waiting for the market to show its hand, and then it hits the bouncing point, and then it looks like it's going to bounce, and it never bounces. It just continues lower and lower and lower, and I get stopped.
That
That used to
that
happen, but
has
I've
a
seen you.
lot. That has a lot to do with the draw being correct. Because if you don't have the draw right, then something's going on. Honestly, bro, next time you get on the call, bring me like an example of what you're talking about,
Yeah,
and I could literally we could figure it out that way.
we'll do. We'll
Yeah,
do.
and I
We'll
can see it. I can see like more of an example and actually like get hands on and break it down. But
appreciate
I
that.
think
I
I
mean, you
have
kind
a
of answered my question anyway. So
yeah. I think I answered it a little bit, but it'd be easier if you bring an example and then we could do some analysis that way.
all right, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the time, and thanks for all the work that you put into the stream and the server, and educating all of us, even though you don't have to. So appreciate it. God bless.
Thanks, bro. God bless you. Have a good one. Yeah, so I mean, hopefully he could bring an example next time we can break. That's why I said if you guys are going to come on the stream, like maybe screen share or bring me an example or show me example. But anyway, let's get on into this giveaway here. We've got 255 people in the stream, 204 likes. It's been a really solid stream today, guys. So I appreciate the love. It's crazy, man. We had 10K subs on YouTube, 50K followers on Instagram, 121,000 on TikTok, 14,000 on the WAP. And we just are about to hit 9,500 on the Discord, man. So the community is out of control right now. It's been growing and growing and growing. And I just want to say thank you. So we're going to give away 5 My Foot of Future Core Pro accounts. Excuse me. My Foot of Future Core accounts, not pros. Don't get excited. My Foot of Future Core accounts, 50Ks right now. So let's roll the dice and let's see what we got here. Again, if you won, you have to claim it within a couple minutes, right? I'm going to give you like 1 minute to claim if you won, all right? All right, let's see it. Here we go. Ethan Piscopo. You got 58 seconds. Ethan Piscopo. Ethan Piscopo. Make sure you type your name in the chat. Ethan Piscopo. If he's not here in 41 seconds, chat, we will re-roll. Oh, he's right here. Here he is. Ethan, let's go, man. Do me a favor, Ethan. Shoot me a message on the Discord channel with screenshotting your name that you won, and we'll get you set up. All right, man. So shoot me a Discord DM with your name, and I'm gonna need your My Fun of Futures email. Okay. I'm going to need your My Fun of Futures email. All right. So everyone must be in my free Discord at least to claim the prize. So get into the free Discord, shoot me a direct message, and then I'll get you guys set up. All right, let's go. Let's run it. Let's run it, baby. Let's run it. Let's run it. Come on. Let's get some music going in here, chat. How do we get some music going in here real quick? Actually, no, I don't want to get myself in trouble with the copyright stuff. No music. Can only do that on the Discord. No music, man. You're premium, Ethan? Awesome, bro. Go just hit me up on the Discord, bro. Scott Conlin. Congrats, baby. At Scott Conlin. Congrats, bro. Congrats. W's in the chat for Scotty boy. W's in the chat for Scotty boy. Send me a DM, guys. Send me a DM over on the Discord, man. Send me a DM on the Discord, and or type your name in the premium chat. And I think KWT, man, maybe you can help me out. Maybe put these people in a DM for me if you have the time. KW, I don't know if you're still here. Let me just react to this. So Ethan P just mentioned me in the Discord. Nice, man. Let's go. All right, Scott Conlin. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling here, chat. Let's keep it rolling. 10,000 subs on the YouTube channel. If you're not subbed to the YouTube channel, man, you will not win this. I'm going to check you guys. You got to be subbed to this channel. You got to be subbed in order to win this prize. You got to be subbed And you got to be in the free Discord at least to claim your 50K account. Here we go. Yeah, I know it's duplicated. I saw it. I already know. He won once, brother. Guy. Julian Padilla. I know that name, bro. I know that name. Why do I know that name, man? Who is that? That's definitely someone in the premium. Julian Padilla. Yeah, let's go, bro. Let's go. Hit me up on Discord, man. Congratulations. Why is this thing... All right, so we have Julian Padilla, Scott Conklin, and Ethan Picaspo. Yeah, W. Julian, man. Welcome. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Make sure you guys are following the YouTube channel. Make sure you're following the YouTube channel. You will not get gifted if you're not following and sub to the YouTube channel. I get 3 accounts. Man. Very happy for the winners, man. That's what it's all about, man. It's being happy to see others win because your time and your moment will come, chat. You never should be jealous of somebody else. You always should be thankful for where you are on your own journey because your time will come. Okay? Guys, you only need to type exclamation giveaway once, by the way. You only need to type it once. So the more you spam it, it's not actually doing anything for you. You're eating up the chat feed, but if you only need to do it once. You only need to do it once, all right? Julian Padilla, Scott Conlon, and Ethan so far. Make sure you guys message me on my Discord channel. All right, we got Julian here. All right, I don't know if Scott has not said anything in the Discord yet, so we're waiting on Scott. But we have we got Julian so far, and we have Ethan, and I don't have Scott yet. Scott has not messaged us yet in the Discord, so waiting on Scotty Too Hottie. Scotty Too Hottie. All right, let's run it. Let's run it, chat. Let's run it. Let's run it. Here we go. 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 Rami! Why do I know that name too, man? That name looks familiar. I think I know Rami. Rami, hit us up, man. Hit us up on the Discord. You got 51 seconds to claim your prize. You got 50 seconds to claim your prize. Make sure you type in the chat right now. I need you to type it in the chat to claim your prize. Type something in the chat to claim your prize, Rami. You got 35 seconds on the clock to claim it. Type something in the chat, Rami. Type something in the chat. Nice. Rami has now claimed his prize. Congratulations to Rami, Julian, Scott, and Ethan Piscopo. All right, I got one more to give away, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, wait. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. We got one more, chat. I got one more. I got one more for you guys today. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. Make sure you guys message me on the Discord channel. I cannot get you set up unless you message me on the Discord channel and you are also following me on you're subscribed on the YouTube channel. Make sure you type in the chat on the Discord that you have won so we can collect your name and put you into a DM and get you set up, okay? Let's go, man. Let's go. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the fastest growing community in the futures world. We've got one more to give away. Let's get it. Let's go. Who's it gonna be? 50K core account from My Fund of Futures, the goated S-tier firm in the prop firm industry. Fast payouts, no activation fees. One of my favorite firms to trade with, guys. Always use code PJ for max discount on every firm listed here on the top of the YouTube channel. Code PJ will get you max. Montana Hans. Let's go. W. You got 49 seconds. Type anything in the chat to claim your prize. Type anything in the chat to claim your prize. Good. Congratulations, Montana, guys. Make sure you guys hit me up on the Discord channel to claim your prize. The current winners are Montana, Rami, Julian, Scott, and Ethan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 people. Who are we waiting on right now? We're waiting on Rami. Yeah, Rami, make sure you hit us up on the Discord, brother. Hit us up in the free Discord so we can get you set up. All right, guys. Everyone have a great day, man. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for tuning in to the stream, man. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. And I will see you guys next week on the live trading floor, man. Have a blessed one. Stay safe. We love y'all. Peace.